Welcome back to another episode of Jazz Piano Short Practice Ideas. Today we're going to learn a quick little sequence or pattern that we call the ladder. And we call it that because we use it to get up and down the piano when we're improvising. Also, the pattern kind of reminds me of rungs of a ladder. But before we get to that, I just want to give a big thank you to everybody out there for supporting the channel and following along with us. We are a small but mighty community. I originally started making these videos a year and a half ago as reference for my private students so that I can send my students to these videos to explain little short concepts that we've been practicing. But we have just surpassed 1,000 subscribers. And so that's a much bigger reach than I was expecting to get from any of these. And I just want to say thank you for being involved with the channel, and let's get to practicing. Okay, so the ladder is a pattern or sequence that we play on the piano that involves leapfrogging notes of the scale in a way that moves us up or down the piano. And so, for instance, we're going to go to the key of E flat. If I'm in the key of E flat and I'm playing an E flat major, and then maybe a 2-5, an F minor 7, to a B flat 7, to an E flat major, I might start, I'm thinking about the key of E flat in the right hand, I might start here on the root, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to leap down over this note right under the E flat. I'm going to leap over the 7, and I'm going to play that little triplet there, and then I'm going to skip the second. I'm going to play from the third. I'm going to skip the A flat and play from the B flat. I'm going to skip the C and play from the D. Right? So it kind of looks like the rungs of a ladder to me. If I'm coming down, it's the opposite. So maybe I'll start on this D, and I will skip the E flat, leapfrog up to the F and back. I'm playing in triplets here. Okay? Now that's the basic pattern, that's the idea. It works really well when we're playing diatonically. If we have chord changes happening underneath or we're changing keys, we have to be conscious of that so that we can shift our ladder so that it fits in the key, and that's a little bit more advanced. But this first step is to just stay within a key. You can practice this on 2-5-1s or any portion of a tune where you know you're in a one key for a few chords. And I can actually start wherever I want within the key. So if we're in this progression again in E flat, maybe I'll start on the G. The fingering can be tricky. Right? And then I try to play improvised ending that kind of wraps up the idea. One thing that you might be careful of is that sometimes if I'm starting, like for instance on the D, I'm playing this natural 4 or natural 11 on the major chord. At first I'd say that that's okay. Just force yourself to get used to the pattern and practice alternating notes and working on the different fingerings. But if you wanted to avoid that dissonance between the 4 and the 3, sounds of course very rough, I will make the adjustment to play a sharp 11 instead of the natural 11. And that kind of solves that problem. It lessens the rub against the 11 and the 3rd in the chord, right, by making it a whole step instead of a minor ninth or a half step. So, anyways, I hope that that's very useful to you. It's a simple idea, but it can be used in many ways. And yeah, we'll see you next week.